I'll never forget the phone call that I got from Cindy Anthony.
Tim Miller of Texas EquiSearch said Casey's mother, Cindy, asked him to join the search efforts for missing 2-year-old Caylee in 2008. Within a few days, Miller was flying to Orlando to meet with the family and law enforcement.
The first thing that Cindy said to me was that my granddaughter is alive. So I want you to find her. And she says, no matter what law enforcement says, my granddaughter's alive.
Miller has led over 1,200 searches for missing people in the United States and abroad, including high-profile cases like Natalie Holloway, Stacy Peterson, and Elizabeth Smart. Miller told us this case was like nothing he had worked on before.
I expected to see a different expression on a mother's face that the daughter was missing. And all I seen was big smiles. Thanks for being here. And she had her little shorts on, her little halter top, and would just kind of bebopping around the house and said, "What, do you want something to drink?" And it was like, you know, right off the bat, there's something that's very, very strange. And then one of George's friends was there. And I said, "By the way, how is George doing?" And he said, "Well, he's at work, and his work's not going well, and he's really not doing good." And that's when he says, "And George knows the answer's in that bedroom, and the bitch won't talk."
Miller spent 4 days inside the Anthony home, along with other volunteers, and Leonard Padilla, the bounty hunter who posted bond and got Casey out of jail. Miller says his frustration grew by the day. He needed a starting point for his search, and the Anthonys were not helping.
George, I said, "I'm from Texas. I don't know anything about Orlando." I says, "Where do you think we ought to start this darn search? If you were doing it, you're ex-law enforcement." I got the map there, and he goes in and he gets Casey. Hands it to Casey and said, "Casey, mark on the map, where do they need to start? Where do they need to start?" She really got upset. She turns around, storms back into her room. Cindy said, "This is unfair. This is unfair, what you're doing right now. This is unfair." Our relationship went to hell. And on the 4th day that I was there, I'll never forget this as long as I live, our other member and myself went into Anthony's home, and I said, "Cindy," I said, "you're probably not going to like what I have to say. If there's that small possibility something happened to Caylee, it's very important we start a search, because the sooner she's found, the sooner they'll be able to determine the cause of death, and hopefully there'll be some evidence." And Cindy got upset and she said, "You betrayed me." And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "You came here to find a live Caylee."
Miller says, in the end, it was the image of little Caylee that kept him going on this search.